I wanted to focus more on the mental and emotional health aspects today, and I'm really, really conscious that it is very, very easy to become disconnected from society these days. And with that, you can have a lack of belonging, a lack of identity, a lack of support and purpose, and also a lack of peer support. And so a lot of what we do with LinkAge is really to reach out to people, we reconnect people, and we help to reactivate people. And so again today I wanted just to give you more of a local older person's perspective on this rather than myself. So it's how these guys have engaged with LinkAge and what it means to them in terms of their emotional resilience and also their outlook. So a gentleman's going to play a video for me, but I must apologise for the editing because it's not as slick as we were hoping. Thank you.
By doing Tai Chi, it's helpful, and it's a way of, it can be used as a way of overcoming anxiety and stress, and those two things can be predominant in cancer. Well, as a person who was diagnosed with terminal cancer 10 months ago, and been on chemotherapy for 6 months, it's a useful tool. It could be a bus stop, and the bus hasn't turned up on time. And even a non-cancer sufferer could start feeling anxious, uptight, stressed, you know. And subconsciously I found myself doing some Tai Chi movements, if you like, but not so deliberate as the people would be looking at me thinking, what's he up to? It was the more mini ones, like involving moving my feet up and down a bit, my hands, and breathing slower in and out. So using a Tai Chi technique that I'd remembered from the class in a queue, I found slowed me down, if you like. Another thing I think with LinkAge activity, such as that, it's you kind of something to, it's a target, and it's something to aim for in a week, or to look forward to, if you like. And it's, I think, especially living alone with cancer, in my case anyway, it's necessary to get out of the fact.
My name's Anne Hodge. I'm 70 years of age, and I do a lot of walking with LinkAge with the Hengrove walkers. They call themselves movers and shakers now, which is quite nice, I suppose. But we do short walks and then have a cup of tea after, and it's a social event and it brings you out of yourself. In 2011 I began to have trouble walking, and I thought, I don't know, perhaps I've got arthritis in my hip. And you get the x-ray, and said the doctor actually came to my house and said, sorry, it isn't, the cancer's in your bones now. I thought, oh dear, will I be able to walk again? When you're first diagnosed, it is a shock, and that was 12 years ago, and I wouldn't say I went to pieces, but I was really knocked sideways by it. They just said take painkillers, and I thought, oh, well there must be something better. As I was diagnosed, I also joined a walking group, and I thought, I haven't walked for years except walking to and from work. And as my retirement was coming up as well, within 18 months, I thought I could start walking again. It's done everything. It's made me more healthy than I might have been. Got friends, literally some of them live around the corner, and I didn't even know they were there. You meet people all over the Bedminster area, for me, whatever area in Bristol you are, and you meet people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. Yeah, I think it's done a lot for me, and cancer just recedes into the background. It has, you know, I've still got it, I'm sure, bits and bobs of it, but it's not important anymore. But people do say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, because the district nurse was coming to help me with a drain that I had in my arse. Oh, I don't think you should be doing that. But in the end, you've got to make up your own mind what's best for you, not for someone else. You know, some people like to follow the rules, do everything they're told, and they feel comfortable with that. Well, I never have. You know, I think, I don't know about that, but I've enjoyed walking. And all this time I've got cancer, and people are always asking about it, but I think you almost like feed the cancer if you keep dwelling on it. In fact, it's a funny thing to say just about all this. These have been the happiest years of my life.
It started with 4 ladies, with people blissfully unaware that something big was about to happen. But within minutes, Broadmead was boogieing to a line dance led by 76-year-old LinkAge member Rose Carr.
Well, it's to tell people, look, hey, we may be old, but we can move around and we can enjoy ourselves. We won't be lonely. It's really brilliant that we can come out and do this and show people.
And as people looked on bemused, the group grew to around 60 dancers, all over the age of 55, keen to show they're living the dream in old age.
Well, you're not old. You're still young at heart. It's how you look at things. If you let yourself think you'll be old, well, you will be old. But we're not. I've got a thing which says, hanging on a fridge magnet, grannies are antique little girls.
The flash mob was organised by LinkAge, a Bristol-based charity that works with older people to enrich their lives and reduce social isolation.
Loneliness is one of society's biggest problems these days. So you have stats out there that over 5 million older people say that their main source of company is their television. And also they say that loneliness is as damaging to health as smoking about 15 cigarettes a day. So today was actually requested by local people who said they wanted to show other older people what they get up to.
And as the saying goes, age is all in the head. This group has certainly proved they are still young at heart.
So I thought that would give you a nice little introduction to what we do, but it's all about connection. It's all really about connecting people, and it builds people's self-confidence, self-esteem, and gives them a sense of belonging very, very quickly, because I know we haven't got much time, but we also do undertake intergenerational work, because a lot of the issues experienced by older people are also experienced by young people. So we connect the two, and they share skills, knowledge, experience, and actually support each other, and the relationship that forms is very, very supportive. And we're actually helping to bridge a natural gap that exists within society where older and younger people are very separate, and they don't tend to link with each other. And a nice little quote, just one, is something from a young lady who said, "I never used to bother with older people, but now I smile and say hello." So that's a nice reinforcement of the impact that it's having. So thank you.
Thank you. How brilliant.